Cheaper is not always better when it comes to budget traveling. And this is coming from someone who's traveled to 34 different countries. I love solo travel. What I've discovered is that planning and booking your solo trip really is like putting together a giant puzzle piece, and it does take time and effort. But let me share the story with you just to give you a little bit of an insider tip if you're looking at traveling and you want to do it on a budget. If you're new here, my name is Ashley. I share travel stories so you can learn from me and travel smarter. I'm coming out with an ebook really, really soon. So if you're interested in learning how to book your first solo trip, hit the follow button, stay for more. I was in Prague and I wanted to get into Italy where I was going to be living for 6 weeks. I was spending 4 weeks in Florence and 2 weeks in Rome. But the cheapest flight option from Prague was actually to was actually to come into Milan. So I came to Milan and I really just stayed there for one night. I was like, I'll just see Milan, see the highlights, see the cathedral, and then take a train from Milan down to Florence to like start my experience living in Italy, which was one of the best experiences of my life. But here's what a lot of people don't think through when, especially when you're popping into a city for a day or 2 days, it is all about efficiency. So when I came into Milan, I basically found an Airbnb that was very close to the train station where I was going to train the next day down to Florence. And that was such a smart move on my part because if you're lugging your suitcase around, you don't want to be just finding the cheapest Airbnb if it's not super close to the train station or airport, because then you're spending more time, energy, and money getting to your Airbnb. You're only there. I was there for maybe like probably a 24-hour window pretty much until I took a train the next day. So I found a hostel and I got a private room, and it was right next to the train station, so I didn't have to lug my suitcases around. I could walk to the train station in 5 minutes the next day, and it gave me so much more freedom in the sense of like energy expending and efficiency of like being where I needed to be the next day. So that's a hot tip for you to think about when you're traveling. If you have a short stay somewhere, definitely think about proximity to wherever you're leaving from. So let this story be a reminder that cheap is not always the best. Think about efficiency for your energy and your time as well as affordability.